애플이 AI 핵심 모델로 구글의 제미나이를 채택했습니다. 웨드부시의 분석가 댄 아이브스는 월요일 리서치 노트에서 이번 애플과의 거래를 구글에게는 중대한 검증의 순간이라고 평가했는데요. 이러한 움직임에 미국의 투자은행 니드햄에서도 의견을 냈습니다. 이 협력으로 발생하는 추가 비용은 이미 연 200억 달러에 달하는 검색 독점 계획을 일부 조정하는 수준에 그칠 거라는 분석인데요. 니드햄의 애널리스트가 구글의 제미나이를 AI 경쟁에서 승자로 예측한 이유는 무엇일지 영상에서 더 자세히 살펴보시죠.
And remember, Brian, that Apple already gets $20 billion a year for exclusive search rights on the iOS devices. So essentially, this $1 billion in theory that Apple's going to give Google is just a reduction in the price that Google has to pay them for the $20 billion a year search exclusivity. But it does, I don't disagree with what Elon Musk quote you just put up. It really does concentrate power. But as you know, we ran Google's monopoly. The courts found that Google was a monopoly, and then they did nothing, didn't even really slap their hand. So, and the courts did not stop Google paying and iOS $20 billion a year for the exclusive search default rights. So I think it's a concentration of power, but the courts are saying it's fine. So they should keep going forward because these companies are worth more together than they are separately.
So in going forward, I mean, also here the big news is on the ChatGPT front. Do you think they've really, lost a lot of look, they have 900 million weekly users still, I understand, but Gemini seems to have really gained some ground quickly.
Yeah, and I would make this distinction between consumer and enterprise. Alphabet is doing a lot of work for the Defense Department. Apple is sort of like an enterprise relationship, not a consumer facing. My gut feel is that the security requirements for enterprise will be much more difficult. And therefore, my guess is Gemini sort of focuses more on enterprise first. And maybe it happens to win in consumer, but I think OpenAI's primary focus is consumer. But I think the money's bigger in enterprise.